Overflows.
Prayerfulness, the highest love. Prayerfulness is highest state in the journey of existential bioenergy. In relationship, a moment comes when even sex becomes prayerful. This takes a deep understanding. This is the ultimate when whatever you do becomes a prayer. Both move intimately in deep harmony, totally conscious. Watch two birds fly, intimate with each other and with the wind, so easy and without strife, in perfect harmony. This creates jealousy, but birds are not aware. They have no consciousness, they exist below consciousness. Their harmony looks like harmony to you, but not to them. And their joy on the wing is your interpretation, not theirs. Remember this, it is your interpretation. They cannot interpret, they have not yet evolved that consciousness which can interpret, which can look back, which can look forward, which can observe and look into things. Their behavior is purely mechanical. The moment love becomes a relationship, it becomes a bondage. Because there are expectations, there are demands, there are frustrations, and an effort from both sides to dominate. It becomes a struggle for power. Two persons can be very loving together. The more loving they are, the less is the possibility of any relationship. The more loving they are, the more freedom exists between them. The more loving they are, less is the possibility for any demand, any domination, or any expectation. And naturally, there is no question of any frustration. Both can relate beautifully to attain not only fulfillment, instead transformation as well. Love respects the other. It is give and take relationship. Love enjoys giving and also enjoys taking. It is a sharing, a communication that becomes communion finally. Both are equal in love and in sexual relationship as well. Then both love and sex have a totally different beauty to it. The world is slowly and slowly moving towards love relationships. Hence, there is a great turmoil. All the old institutions are disappearing. Certainly, they have to disappear because they were based on I and it relationship, I or it relationship, new ways of communication, new ways of sharing are bound to be discovered. They will have a different flavor, the flavor of love, of sharing with non-possessiveness. Certainly there will be no owner. The highest state of love is prayerfulness. In prayerfulness, there is communion. In sex, there is I and it relationship. And in love, the relationship changes to I and thou. Martin Buber stops here. His Judaic tradition does not allow him to go further, but one step more has to be taken, that is, I nor thou. A relationship where I and thou both disappear into one another. A relationship where two persons no longer function as two, but function as one. A tremendous unity, harmony, a deep accord. Two bodies, but one soul. That is the highest quality of love. I call it prayerfulness. Love has three stages, and compassion accordingly has three stages as well. And both can exist in different combinations. Hence, there are so many kinds of love and so many kinds of compassion. But the basic, the most fundamental, is to understand this three-rung ladder of love. That is I, it, I, thou, and neither I nor thou. The basic, the most fundamental is to understand this three ladder of love that will help you, that will give you an insight into where you are, what kind of love you are giving in, and what kind of compassion is happening to you. Watch, beware not to remain caught in it. There are higher realms, height to be climbed, peaks to be attained, compassion as the ultimate flowering of love, a transformative force that arises from unconditional acceptance and awareness. Compassion is not about pity or sympathy, but rather a deep-seated understanding and empathy to all beings, even those who may be perceived as different or even negative. Three types of compassion are familial compassion. It is for the members of the family who is suffering. Familiar compassion for people we have some form of relationship with, and stranger compassion is for people who we do not know at all. Man is a higher being. He has the capacity to be conscious, and with consciousness, trouble begins. The higher you move, the more dangerous becomes every step. If you fall, you will be falling from such height that you will disappear somewhere in the valley. In the valley, you can walk unconsciously. There is no fear of any kind. But when you are moving towards the top of consciousness, reaching to the peak, you will have to be more and more conscious. Man is very close to God, the closest. Hence, the relationship, the danger, the hazard, the adventure is there. You can fall, and what is that fall? Because you are capable of being conscious, there are two possibilities. You can become self-conscious, and that is fall. If the self overpowers your consciousness, you have fallen. If consciousness does not allow the self to overpower you, and you simply are conscious, and there is no self in it, a consciousness without a center, a consciousness without anybody being there to be conscious, then you are rising and rising and rising, and the climax is not far away. So you can be conscious of self or conscious without a center. Maybe a few steps more and you will have arrived home. Then you will know what harmony is, and you will know the external harmony of existence as well. The silent that has never been broken. You move from the beginningless beginnings to the endless end. it continues the same. Then you will know the virgin purity of existence, which has never been polluted in any way. What can a poor bird or animal know of it? Remember, sometimes watching birds in flight creates a great jealousy. Two birds on the wings in such harmony, in such love and intimacy, not only between themselves, but the wind as well, with the sun, with the rain. Seeing this, man starts feeling, why can't I be so happy? Why can relate with such beauty? Why can't I enjoy the wind and the rain and the sun so relaxedly? It is not because you are lower than the birds, it is because you are higher than the birds. And as far as consciousness is concerned, therefore, much more is required of you. It is because you are higher that God's criteria for you is higher too. Yes, a drunkard looks lost without any anxiety, without any worry. And Buddha also looks without any worry and without any anxiety. Buddha also looks drunk. Do you think they exist on the same plane? The drunkard has fallen from consciousness and Buddha has risen from the self. Certainly, there is a vast difference between a drunkard and a Buddha. Drunkard has fallen below the mind, and Buddha is beyond the mind. In Buddha, there is no self, just the consciousness without a center. The self becomes the center. So, and in that state, you will realize that prayerfulness is the highest love, an essence of all that you do, the way you do, and the way you can do, and you should do.